Welcome to Real Talk, Real Women. My name is Miriam Khalladi, and today we have Angelique Kronebusch from Canada on the show. Welcome, Angelique. How are you?
I'm pretty good. How about you?
I'm fine. Thank you so much for your time.
Oh, yeah. Thank you so much for interviewing me.
You're most welcome. You write on your website that when you were 23, you felt and looked awful and knew that something needed to change before things really got out of control. Can you tell us about that time in your life?
Well, I was never into physical activity, not even in high school. I dropped out of gym class. I think I was 16. I it was never a big thing in my family, so I never saw the importance of it. And then when I got older, you're moving out on your own, experimenting new things, life basically. And I was in love at the time, and you start to eat bad, and you have too many drinks on the weekends. By the time I was 23, it really showed. I was really shocked. One day, I couldn't walk up the stairs without feeling like I was gonna die, huffing and puffing, and I just had so much fat on me on my little frame. I thought, you know what? I got changed. This is not right. Like, I shouldn't be sick all the time. I shouldn't be feeling sluggish and depressed. Like, I was really depressed, and that's just from not feeling well and uncomfortable in my own skin. So that's when I decided enough was enough and basically started working out at home.
So you joined a gym, but why a gym? Why not something else?
Well, at first I started working out at home, and then I started running, and then I got into yoga a little bit, but I didn't really know where I should be going with my fitness level. And one day I picked up Oxygen magazine. I didn't know anything about it. And I was like, wow, I want to look like those girls. So that's when I joined a gym. And then I started seeing different results in my body, which was nice. Yeah,
Great.
Oxygen magazine was a big one for me.
When you look back, was there one single moment that you recall where you really made that decision that something had to change, or did it happen over time?
It was just one day. I think I was in my kitchen, again, eating bad food, and then I've had this thought, what am I doing to myself? Why am I doing this every day? I don't feel good. It just like came to me one day out of the blue. No one talked about it to me, not my boyfriend at the time, not my family, no one. It just came to me like an epiphany, I guess. Yeah.
You obviously made a lot of lifestyle changes. Was this a gradual process, or did you turn things upside down at once?
I I basically jumped right into it and became obsessed with fitness, but the food part was a tough one. I was trying to change everything, and the big fads of, oh, low fat this, low fat that. I would start eat that food because I thought it was healthy, right? And then I would have a cheat day, which I don't believe in at all. So I definitely made a lot of mistakes on the way, and I learned from them for sure. But I learned all on my own. Nobody helped me. I didn't know any coaches. I just from reading and doing research. And eventually I put two and two together and found out what worked for me.
Great. You now train and guide a lot of other athletes, and you said somewhere that many people get excited and tell you they want to compete, but then after a short while drop out when they realize how hard it is. What qualities do you feel someone needs to really persist?
They need the drive. They need the motivation. I think a lot of the time these girls they look at someone like me or any of the other girls in the fitness industry and think, oh wow, I want to look like them, but they don't realize what it takes. They just want to look good in a bikini. And I have to coach them and tell them, you can't be drinking on the weekend with your friends, you can't be eating bad food every single day, and they don't like the reality. So I like girls that are totally motivated, they have that drive, they're willing to do whatever it takes to change their bad habits and commit to it, right? They need commitment for sure.
Yeah, right, I agree. Can these qualities be learned, or do you feel they have to be natural skills?
I think definitely be learned because I think I just learned all on my own. And sometimes definitely natural skills. So probably a little bit of both for some people. For myself, definitely I had to learn it all because I didn't have any of those natural skills. And then some people are just that type A personality and they can just do anything at any time, right?
Right.
Definitely, yeah, goes both ways, I believe.
Okay. When did you decide to share everything you had learned with others, and what has been the most rewarding part of doing so?
I decided to become a personal trainer 7 years ago. I've been working out for almost 14 years, never stopped unless I was really, really sick, something like that. But one day I decided I want to help other people. So that's when I became a personal trainer, and I just, I'll help anybody that wants a chance. Of course, lots of people, they can't get that help because they have other issues, but I'm willing to just talk about my experiences and help people with food and exercise. Like I offer cheap online training with people when they can't train with me in my town, obviously. And then my clients, I just, I give them so much. I sit down with them and talk to them about food and instead of charging, because I know a lot of people charge for every little thing. I don't do that. I don't think that's fair because everyone wants to learn and everybody wants to be healthy. And I'll just do it. Anything it takes. Like if people want to lose 50 pounds, I want to see them lose 50 pounds, not just keep giving me money because they want me to train them forever. I actually get really frustrated when they keep messing up and not losing the weight. And I tell them, how much more can I do for you? Like, come on, I'm giving you everything. I'm giving you all the tools. So, yeah, I definitely give a lot. And I'm going to continue being that way. So,
Do you feel the fitness industry is very different in Canada from the US? And did you have any local role models when you started out?
I feel it's a lot the same. It's more and more so a lot the same, I find. Physique wise, I think that Canada and the United States, like competitors look different, but more so the fitness industry, I find is a lot the same everywhere. I'm really noticing that over the years, just with everything. And unfortunately, there's a lot of myths and hype out there that everybody falls into as well. And that's actually kind of starting to bother me a little bit. It's almost like people take something they read off the internet and pass it around each other like in a little secret group, and they all talk about it. And when even just for losing weight, things like that, there's a lot of myths, and it's starting to become way out of control and giving the fitness industry a bad name almost, when I don't want to see that because I just am so passionate about it. I will try to squish every myth out there. Even this morning, one of my online clients emailed me and started talking about all these things, And I was like, oh boy, here we go again, like the same thing everybody's been talking about for years and years and years when it hasn't been proven right. So I just try to educate as much as possible when it comes to that side of the fitness industry. And as for local role models, no, there was none for me. When I got into fitness, I was living in Edmonton, Alberta at the time, so I didn't know anybody. And then I moved back to British Columbia, and no, I didn't know anybody. I had more role models, more so from the magazines like Tosca Reno and Monica Brandt, Jamie Eason, everyone's role models. They're the ones that pushed me into becoming who I am today.
Oh, great.
Mm-hmm.
I read that one of your goals is to open your own business. What is holding you back or preventing you from going it right now?
I find the town I live in is too small. Even though there's, it's a big town. It's seems like everybody wants to open a little gym of some sort or a little fitness, like boot camp or whatnot. And there's just too many. And actually, just this year, I started working on my own and bringing in my own clients to gyms. And I've found that was really nice. It's a really nice change. I don't have to answer to anyone, and I could come and go as I please. So that's been different, and it's very it's makes me feel very free. So that's kind of nice. I could just do whatever I want whenever I want. So that's part of what I've wanted to do anyway. So that was kind of nice.
Okay. Mm. What is the one question people never ask you but really should?
Good question. You know what? People think that I'm perfect, and I'm not. Nobody's perfect. Everybody makes mistakes. So they should really ask me, like, what kind of bad food do I like to eat, or so anything like that. Because people tend to think I never eat a piece of chocolate or never have ice cream or never have a glass of wine. Of course I'm going to have that stuff. I just don't do it like I used to, right? Because I like the way I look now, and I'm not going to sacrifice my health and my body to be eating poorly all the time, but I definitely don't ever eat that kind of stuff. So it's nice if people thought that I was just normal, because really I am. I'm just a normal person, just trying to help.
Great. What do you think about the support system when it comes to your success?
My support system's been pretty good. My friends are very supportive. My husband is super supportive. He was there from day one. He was there from day one when I said, I feel like competing. And then all of a sudden, next thing I know, I joined online for my first competition. And I had no idea what I was doing. So he's been a major part of my support group and success. He supports everything I do.
Let's talk about goal setting. How do you think about it, and what are some of your goals?
My goals?
Yeah.
I have a few different goals this year. I'm not going to be competing for a few years. I decided I should just take a little break and give my metabolism a break. And so I have one goal this year. It's called the Femme Sports. It's basically like a strong woman competition for it's all over British Columbia, I believe. I think there might be some in other provinces, but I want to do the one in Vancouver this year in August. So I'm going to start training for that pretty soon, because there's things like pushing cars and flipping tires, and I thought that would be so cool to do stuff like that, because I did a little mock one in my town last year, and I did really well. I actually was first place, but there was only a small group of us, so I want to go with 2 other friends and start a little team and just have fun with it, right? Like, compete against myself instead, and it's going to be nice not to be on stage in a bikini for once. And other goals for myself, just trying to work with my body. Like, I'm starting to get older, and all the wear and tear over the years of training hard and running and all this other stuff is starting to give me small injuries here and there. So I just like to train for what makes my body comfortable, and also build strength and a little bit more muscle, because I've been passionate about weights forever now, and so it's not something I definitely never want to give up.
Great.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
thank
about
you.
it. That's about it for this year.
Great. Thank you for sharing.
Yeah, no problem.
And where can people learn more about you online?
They could go to my website at www.angeliquekronebusch.ca. I also have 2 Facebook pages. I have a fitness page, facebook.com/Angelique Fitness, and that's about lots of motivation, fitness, and health tips. And I started an athlete page as well, because I was trying to get people off my personal page, because I just wanted that really to be for friends and family. So that's facebook.com/Angelique Kronebusch. And I like to post things like my interview with you today, and if people want to know about things like that, and that's a good spot to go.
Great. And I will make sure to put all the links below this video.
Oh, great. Thank you so much.
You're most welcome. Is there anything else you would like to share with our viewers?
What do I want to share? Maybe just a little statement. Don't ever give up. A lot of people are willing to give up after 1 or 2 months of training, whatever their goals are, if it's to put on muscle or to lose weight. Never give up. It's always a constant challenge, even for myself. Like, it's a challenge for everyone. You just keep going and trying to do the best you can every day. And if mistakes happen, big deal. Just keep going. That's all you could do. It's life, right?
Great advice. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you so much. It was an absolute pleasure to have you on my show.
Yeah, thank you. It was fun.
You're most welcome.
I really appreciate it.
You're most welcome. My name is Miriam Khalladi, and I will see you on the next episode of Real Talk, Real Women.